One. Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games as you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. You can earn fate chips by watching, following, hosting, or submitting NPCs. And with those fate chips, you can use them to heal characters, adjust their skill checks, populate random items, or make the characters say funny lines. And then reward or punish your favorite characters and how they react to how they react to them. As always, the stream is completely free to all viewers, but if you feel inclined to tip, we've decided that all profits will be donated to the Endometriosis Foundation of America. And tonight we're playing Rifts by Palladium Books. If you're unfamiliar with Rifts, it's a futuristic version of Earth where war and natural disasters devastated Earth's population. Then magic ley lines that crisscross the Earth ripped open rifts to other dimensions and in time and space, allowing all manner of creatures and beings to repopulate the planet. Tonight we have Adam playing the guarded Billy Wildstar, a human ranger. Next we have Armand playing the wide-eyed Dwyer, a human leyline walker. We will not be joined by Kim unless she can get her computer up and running. But she plays the compassionate Katrina Salvatore, the Gypsy Seer Psy Stalker. Then we have Ryan playing the leisurely hype wildcard Patterson, Larmac Bounty
Leisurely.
Hunter.
Yeah.
You were hanging out in the thong last episode, so.
And I had a robe on. It was civil.
Yeah. And then after that, we've got Chris, who's playing the Gary, Rungus Bluesy Water Warlock.
I don't know. It looks like a chair to me. Oh, there he is.
It is a chair.
There he is. I thought it was just a chair.
I was hiding. Did you see me?
You did, Gary. And of course, I'm Nat, your fumbling GM for the evening. We left off. Everybody went to the Battle Dome to watch some of the events happen there, place some bets on some of the fights that were going on. Some people won some money, some people lost some money.
Oh yeah.
But everybody ended up going back to the hotel that the Red Hot Poker was kind enough to allow you guys to use. And after searching the apartment for some drugs and finding some very mild specimens and a dog with tentacle face, you guys ended up going to bed and waking up to a nice breakfast and setting off to head to the Mystic Quarter to do some perusing and purchasing of items. As Billy Wildstar separates to go to the cartographers to see what he can do about the map that his son had discovered. I think that about covers it. All right.
Yep, that lines up with all of my notes.
You have notes?
We will start with Billy and his trip to the cartographers. I'm assuming you are going to take a cab, or are you going to walk? Billy?
Sorry about that. I'm going to take a cab.
Okay. So, cab comes up, it's 10 credits to drop you off there.
Does that include tip?
Yeah, it's the full fare. All right. Let's
Oh, Driscoll's starting off.
We got
strong.
a
All right.
redemption. We got a magical item.
All right. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna find my
Oh boy.
And this one's going to Billy Wildstar.
Sweet.
Well, let's find out what we got here.
What did you find in your Uber cushions?
A magical Oscar killer.
Not cool.
All right, we've got. I'm ill prepared. I forgot to bring out my dice.
It sounds like you have them right there.
Oh, that's great sound. I love that sound.
I do have them right here.
You have dice too?
What is it
I just
about
like
role players and having more than one set of dice?
I just
Why
like
do we
having
always-
something to play with, you know?
I have my dice, but I don't have my metal dice ball.
It's like we have to hoard them. We can't just have one set of dice.
It's
Alright.
dice asthma.
If you don't mind waiting, I'll go get the speed die from the Monopoly game. I'll go get that.
Alright. So Billy, you arrive. The taxi arrives at the Badger Bold cartographers. They are now open. As you enter, you see several people working around in this large. It's almost like a library of like maps and books and stuff on the wall. There's several people wandering around. They all stand approximately 2 feet tall. They all look like beautiful porcelain dolls, almost like a Ken and Barbie, like miniature humans running around.
That's slightly creepy.
Are they secretly goblins?
They are not secretly goblins.
Is the proprietor of the shop in?
He is. He looks like the Ken doll, but with a little bit of speckled hair, as far as mostly blonde with some white in it.
I want to approach the man and ask him if he sold any old maps recently to some younger people here.
Roll me. Let's see here. Roll me in your interrogation. 36 or 37%.
So D20.
D 100.
59.
59. Okay. So he kind of looks at you and says, we don't usually discuss, who we sell things to. Is this, what interest is it of yours?
That's not your concern. And I have a little something here in my pocket that's going to help persuade you to tell me where that map is.
He says, let's see what you have in your pocket then.
All right, I'm going to pull my assault rifle out and put it up to his head.
Those are big pockets.
All right. There's immediately like a large gasping sound that echoes through among all of his shop workers.
You scared the dolls.
Let's see here. Um, you see that he takes like a journal that he has sitting on the counter, and kind of like slides that like off the counter and underneath, and says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll get that map for you." And he starts kind of like rooting around underneath the counter. Um, and he tells you as he's pulling out like kind of like a recreation of a map, like a more recently rewritten version. Um, that the map that was actually provided is only half of a map. Um, the people that brought it in originally had asked him to copy it for them, um, and he took it upon himself to make an extra copy, and had just finished making this extra copy, so it's his last one, um, because he gave the last copy to the group that you're talking about that came in very recently. He pulls the map out, lays it out on the counter, and it is a map that basically goes from what you would, or out metagaming a little bit because the areas aren't exactly the same, but it would be from like a Maryland area up to Manhattan, Mad Haven, and the map says Mad Haven on the map, and it almost looks like a kind of like a, I want to say, a cheesy treasure map. It's like a modern map, but with cheesy stuff written on it as if it was a treasure map.
It's like a circle with like a arrow.
There's like a little
Triangle.
red X on it and little dotted lines going through like an actual map that you would buy at like a store.
Like something a kid would get at a restaurant for placemat.
Uh, Not even that cheesy. Like it's
Like
legitimately like a
something you get at a
brochure you'd
gas
pick up at,
station.
yeah, that you get at like a gas station, but with cheesy
Okay.
markings all over it.
All right. I want to. Hmm. I want to ask the cartographer if he's sure this is the actual map. Because if it is, I will pay for the map. But he's got to be honest with me.
He says, "No, this is the full map. They had two parts of it, but apparently the group that originally had it didn't trust each other, so they split it in half. And the uh, the guy that made the copy only had the half of the map at the time of making the copy.
Okay.
And this
I'm going
happened
to tell
like
him.
7 years ago.
I think we dropped.
I think you're right." All right, we're coming back.
Back once again.
All right. I want to ask him how much for a copy of this map.
He looks at your gun and says, "You know what? It's not worth it. Here you go."
All right. Well, I'm gonna slide 100 credits on the counter and thank the man and take my copy.
Okay. Um, he says before you leave, he said, you know, I don't know if you're interested, but one of the fellows left this journal, and he picks up this journal and puts it on the counter.
All right,
So
how much
there's,
does he want? How much does he want for the journal?
he says, "Go ahead, just take it."
All right. I'm gonna briefly flip through it just to make sure there's not, it's not a trap.
It's completely empty.
All right, then I'll just take it.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna go rendezvous with everyone else.
All right. As you leave the door, he kind of like runs over and kind of locks it behind you. And And from there, we will switch to the rest of the group. Actually, before we do that, roll me a perception check.
Dun, dun, dun.
11.
Okay, now we'll switch to the other group.
Great.
All right. Everybody else is walking. You guys said you're walking to the Mystic Quarter. So, from where you are, you are going to move from the hub here. So the number 20 is where the palace is, the hotel that you guys are staying at. You guys are going to cross over through the park. The park's nice. It's very big. It's got like all kinds of pathways and trees and stuff through there. In the center, there's like a gazebo area or like a atrium or something inside. Almost like a greenhouse type thing.
Looks like a lovely place to have lunch.
It does look very peaceful. And then we're gonna switch to the spokes. All right, and then from here, as you're walking across, you guys can feel free to discuss anything that you want to discuss along the way, but I'm going to just tell you a couple of things that you pass by, just so, if there's something that strikes your eye, you can certainly do something there instead. But you're going to pass by into that the southern entrance there, right by, or to the east of the directional marking. And you're going to go just a little south across. So you'll pass by that building that says 101, which is a snapshot camera. On the opposite side of the street is Ham's Radios.
Is that 102?
Yes, 102. You will cross into that big opening area there. 100 is a cab dispatching facility.
Mm-hmm.
103 below it is Hack's hardware store. It's like your Home Depot.
What about Lowe's?
No. Then you're going to cross north a little bit. So you're going to pass by 93, which is Computer World. And 90 in that intersection where 94 is, you'll go in between those two. And that's the MercTown Kitchen and Bath.
I need some granite countertop for the Cargonaut.
96 is Badger Bold Cartographers, which is where that Billy was heading to. And you guys roll me perception checks. D20s.
Oof. 12.
And I'll roll for Katerina. She
I
got
rolled 2,
16.
so that's really good.
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Never the way it should be.
Right.
It's whatever
right,
way
right,
you
right.
don't want it to be.
Cat gets to go
So
or sees things.
My roll was
Easier.
awful.
Yeah. Join the club.
So even though you guys just left Billy, you guys start walking. You actually see him walking out. There's assault rifle at his side. He's walking out of the cartographers. So whatever his
Where did
interaction
he-
was
Where
fairly
did he
quick.
get? Was that in his pocket the whole time?
I snuck it in.
How did that? That thing is huge.
Yeah, where'd you hide that? You know what?
Folds up.
Oh, it folds up.
Okay, well,
Nice.
solid craftsmanship.
That's amazing. A telescoping assault rifle.
Yeah. This.
What just happened? You disappeared into the ether.
He did.
Yeah, he disappeared into your background, which is a very fitting background for the game at hand.
Yep.
Did we lose stream again?
It's been down for a minute.
But it came back.
Did it? I gotta refresh.
We shouldn't be experiencing these problems. I blame
Yeah,
Ryan.
You can blame me all you want. I blame you for not letting me fix it.
I did the things you told me to do.
I told you to let me come over to your house and fix it.
Stop and fix it.
Well, I did the things you told me to do tonight.
It's not a woman that's dead on the ground. So you know you can't fix it.
What? What? What?
That's from episode 2.
Yeah.
Kissing booth lady.
That's what we call a callback in the comedy industry.
Oh, so now you're funny.
See? Yeah. Look who's laughing now.
It's me.
So Katarina screams Billy's name and kind of flags him down.
It's one of those nights.
So,
And at this point, you guys all realize that, that's where he was going. The cartographers.
I think it's still down.
Should be
went-
coming back in a minute.
It went down again.
Yeah.
Oh,
can
it's
see the,
okay. Here we go.
There we go. Thinking that might be better.
Latency check.
By the way, did we
it-
give everybody 200 credits for the start of the stream?
It was Driscoll we did, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna write a letter to George Twitch about
And,
his product.
Oh, don't also. I mean, if you're gonna write letters, you also have to write one to Archibald T. Comcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, he changed his name to Xfinity to be edgier.
Yeah, Walter Xfinity.
No, just one word. Oh my gosh, latency to broadcasters 30 seconds now. Oh my gosh.
Well, let's hope it starts to get better.
Yup. Only
Nat,
one
it's
thing we
time
can
to
do.
kick everyone else in your house off of Netflix.
There's nobody else here right now.
No streaming on Wednesdays. We talked about this. I have my thing.
I'm doing a thing, Mom.
I'm doing a thing. Knock. It's not too much to ask.
I'm playing games with my friends. All right. So, any other interactions with Billy? Billy, you see everybody at this point?
Hey, Gary. How you doing? Nice to see you, Gary. Hopefully your excursion was a good one.
that was great, Gary.
I go, yeah,
Oh,
he's
no.
he's
No,
still doing the thing. He's still doing
I'm
it.
not Gary. You're Gary. I'm Gary.
Oh, yeah, no, that's yeah. Were you here for the start of that? Wildstar? It's a
What's
thing.
that?
Well, then just saying Gary all the time.
No,
It's-
I thought that was his new name.
No, I think he's had a stroke.
Oh yeah, that tends to happen.
I haven't
It's
been
nothing
feeling
but
well.
fish.
It's true. I also eat dead things, but I'm usually fine.
Oh.
I found out about a couple jobs you guys might be interested in. We could go. I heard about there's a bounty out for grog paint smeller or something, and also
What is he doing
and
now?
his name's Gary, and if we go find Gary, uh, and bring him back, we can make a ton of money. And I feel
How-
like together we could do this, and money's good. Also, there's an escort mission, which is not as interesting, but probably easier. And we will go to Tolkien. Does anyone have any business in Tolkien worthwhile?
Bill, you know you do.
Yep, I'm down with that.
I look at Rungus and I'm like, so what's the name of the escort?
Um, his name's Gary.
Okay, see, this is why none of this is gonna work.
He needs an escort.
You could refer
I'm
to him
not
as
going.
Doctor Gary. He did refer to himself as a
He's-
doctor in the ad.
Yeah,
uh,
Dr.
uh,
Gary, actually, officially.
I'm not going around to all of MercTown going, "Excuse me, are you Gary?"
Rungus, where did you find these jobs?
Oh, it was at the Job Market Cafe. I should have
Okay.
got a drink if I was there, but I didn't. Yeah.
So we just have to go there to get his actual name.
Yeah, I think if you, me, and Gary here, we all go, we could probably, get the info and make all kinds of money, and then come back and buy all kinds of good stuff. But
Okay.
or maybe Tolkien has good stuff too. That's a town, right?
Well, I
Yep.
mean, we just got to the Magic Quarter. I still kind of want to look around.
Oh, we're in the Magic Quarter now.
Not quite. Almost there.
Oh,
Almost.
okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, Magic Quarter's right over there.
Oh.
We're halfway there.
Awesome. That sounds great. I'm excited, Gary.
Everybody, roll me a perception check again.
Okay.
Ugh, 9.
9.
9.
19. No, 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 no,
17.
no, 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 no.
3.
Yeah.
17 is still high enough, my friend.
Rungus immediately puts his head into the dirt.
He's going on and on about all the Garys and mission stuff, and the rest of you notice that the hot poker's dog has somehow followed you.
Oh, look at that cute little guy. How did he get out? Did one of you let him out?
It wasn't me.
Katarina seems very excited and goes over to hug the dog, and it kind of
Oh, that's
growls
good. No,
and runs it back over to where Dwyer is.
Oh no. Look. If I give you if I give you a nut, will you go away? It's the only food I have.
those
It just
things
looks
don't
at
eat
you
nuts.
with its tentacles going.
I reach into my small sack and I pull out my one last remaining nut and I just kind of give it to the Cthulhu dog.
Dogberg.
Dogberg, sorry.
All right, it eats it and sits there.
God, we gotta get him back in the room. The poker's gonna be pissed if we lose his dog.
I'll
I
take
got a place we can put it.
No, I don't know if I can watch you do that, but I don't want to take care of it.
I mean, you're gonna have to deal with Red if he's pissed off about it. So
No, that's why I don't want to take care of it. It's not my responsibility.
Brad owes me 200 credits.
those
Y-
those things
You know,
cost
that's not
about
how-
200 credits in the store.
that's not how gambling works. For Rungus, if you place the bet, the person that you're betting on doesn't pay you back if you lose the bet.
No, I bet it against him though.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't pay you back in that case.
And you guys are about halfway to the Mystic Quarter at this point, so
Fudge.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay. Go away. Go get go home.
it stands up, turns around in a circle, and then sits back down again.
No, not no. God. Any help, guys, at all? Anyone want to try something?
Can we feed him to Rungus?
That's what I suggest.
I
Gary's
don't.
on something.
Um,
Fungus can definitely take care of it.
Katarina
let's
will
see.
fight you in protest.
All right, I'm gonna distract Katarina while Rungus eats him.
No.
Oh, Fungus. Gary should not.
Um,
Gary should not. It is wrong to eat a living thing that is clearly not intended to be my food.
is there any secluded alley around here?
Not in the area that you're at specifically right now.
Is there any place that's like hidden from view that something that small wouldn't be seen by people walking by?
Do I
I bet.
notice that
No.
he's scheming right now?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Well, who? Me looking for a place, or him looking at me?
Both of you guys.
10.
2.
So Hype, you do not notice him scheming. Dwyer, you do not notice anything that looks like a secluded place to where you're at the moment.
Has anyone tried asking it nicely to go home?
You know what? That's a
I'm gonna
really
try.
good idea.
Dogberg, would you please go home?
Oscar is his name.
Okay, Gary, would you please go home?
He kind of looks like, like his ears bend down a little bit. He puts his head down and then lays down.
Do you think if we back away slowly, now that he's laying down, he'll leave us alone?
Yes.
I mean, we could just say we never saw the thing. Red Hot Poker goes, "Where's my dog bird?" We could just be like,
Yeah,
What dog bird?
we stayed in his little sweet apartment and we didn't notice his dog. That's not gonna.
I mean, really, we didn't notice it until late into the evening.
And then we let it out. We had like one job.
Well, I mean, I didn't leave it out, so I don't know why you're saying we. Don't include me in this.
Who knows their
I
way
say
around this place?
I say we bring Dogberg. It's fine. Dogberg can stay. I mean, sure, Gary doesn't mind, right, Gary?
I mean, as long as he leaves me alone. I'll look down at him and I go, "Are you going to leave me alone?"
So his ears perk up and looks at you, kind of tilted head.
I've already got the squirrel. I don't need anything else following me around, okay?
I can. Gary can take your squirrel if you want.
No, no, you know what? Only one of us knows red hot poker. Does this thing have a collar?
Yes.
This thing. I'm gonna take out of my bag the 100 foot of rope that I have,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cut with my survival knife enough length for an average leash, tie it to the dog, and I'm gonna hand the end of it to Wildcard and go, look, he's your friend. He's getting you um, matches. You watch the dog here.
I have a redemption
I see that.
from Driscoll's random list of magic wonders.
As I'm shoving this homemade leash into your hands.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
It's about 6 foot of rope, I'd say. And now I have 94 feet of rope. I'm just sitting back here quietly, spooling my rope back up to put it in my backpack.
Interesting. Okay. All right, so you guys gonna continue on then?
I guess.
All right. So let's see. You guys were at the cartographers. So you travel. Building number 95 is the Wilderness Equipment Outlet. So kind of like your Bass Pro Shop type thing.
WEI, very original name.
Then heading east a little bit more, where 92 and 91 is. It's the Kentucky Rotisserie and McCarthy's Video.
Oh, guys, I love a good rotisserie. Can I stop and grab? What time is it?
It's still pretty early. I mean, you guys just had breakfast not that long ago.
We
wanna
just ate.
I want to get something for like a snack later.
Why
I'm
don't we
gonna
just stop on the way back from the Magic Quarter? We'll have lunch here.
Okay, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I write down in my I'll take out a little piece of paper and I'm like Kentucky fried or whatever fried chicken. Rotisserie.
Kentucky Rotisserie.
Kentucky rotisserie.
Strongest is a little disappointed.
There's no fish here. There's no fish. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they rotisserie fish. Who knows?
All right. So with that, there's the entrance into the Mystic Quarter.
What item did I get?
You haven't gotten it yet.
You just wait. Aha, the Mystic Quarter.
Okay.
Ooh.
Passing into the Mystic Quarter. You're entering into that southern entrance, where that break in the line is there. Crossing through, straight into that intersection with the 131, 130, and 132. And that is Mage Fire Weapons, Stormpire Store, and the Bestiary of the Bazaar. And you also notice, because it's hard to miss at this point, but the big green building in the center has a large intersection of a ley line right there. One heading north and one heading south.
So
and
an
east and
intersection
west.
of two ley lines.
What's that?
An intersection of two ley lines. Okay.
North and south and east and west.
Does it take any of my magic to use my teleportation?
No, it does not.
No, it does not. I want to run head first towards the ley line because I don't see them too often, and I want to teleport to like a far end away from it.
Like how far away?
How long is the ley line?
A couple miles.
To the all the way to the far end of it. A couple miles down.
All right.
Where's he going?
And then I just want to stand there and kind of just breathe in deep air, and then I just want to teleport back.
All right. So, oh, wait a minute. I think something just happened to me.
Something bad?
Yes. I think they just lost me.
Oh no. There we go.
All right.
You back?
Fantastic.
And the
All right,
stream
so-
latency seems real low.
Yeah, everything's up and about.
All right. So you teleport out 2 miles away. You're in a lush forest. While you're there, you do hear something rumbling very close by. So you suspect that it's probably not wise to hang out too long.
So I immediately teleport back to the Mystic Quarter.
All right.
I get back to the guys and I'm like, you guys, it is something crazy, crazy out there. We should go check that out. Whew.
What? Where did you? What?
Oh yeah, you didn't. I can I I like to teleport. I can do that on ley lines.
Oh, all right. That okay. That makes sense. I
I've never
guess.
really had a chance to do that. So that was very exciting.
Where did you go?
About 2 miles that way. Yeah,
Was
it's a big forest, and there's something really big there. I felt like I needed to come back. It was important.
okay. Okay.
It's like the Jurassic Park scene with the cup of water.
This is the essence of chaos.
All right. So where are you guys headed? Bill, you're a little uncomfortable in this area of town since, you know,
Yeah,
you
I'm
haven't
just
been
kind
too
of
keen on magic.
You
just
some
kind
kind
of
of magiphobe?
Hmm.
just not a
Do
big fan.
Yep. Do I notice that?
You can roll me a perception check.
14?
You notice him kind of shifting a little bit. You're not really sure. You can't really tell if he's uneasy or what he's uneasy about, but it seems like ever since you guys left the cartographer shop, he's been a little on edge.
I'm gonna guys, I'm gonna head over to the Sphinx and Unicorn Tavern and have a drink while you guys go about your business.
Oh, all right. Where's that? Can we see it from here? Is it like?
It's somewhere in the
It's in
Mystic
the
Quarter.
quarter.
It's
Let
the
me
only
see.
food in the quarter.
All right. Well,
That is
we'll
137, so it's back by the bestiary by the entrance of the Magic Quarter or Mystic
All
Quarter.
right. Well, when we're done shopping, we'll swing back through and grab you. Maybe have a pint. If the place is lame, we
Which
won't. But like, if it's cool, stay.
works for me, guys. You enjoy yourselves with the weirdos. I mean, these other people.
Oh,
All
Oh,
right.
we
It's
lost
a little
Rungus.
we did.
bit of the pot calling the kettle black, but that's all right.
Hmm.
We did lose a rungus among us. Oh, he's on dial-up, right? Maybe somebody picked up the phone to make a call and knocked him offline.
Well, in the meantime, Dwyer, where do you want to go? Since you're the only
um,
other mage
where
that's with us.
where would I go to look at like spells and things like that?
So, so the big building where the Nexus is actually the Magic Guild.
Ooh.
So, if you're a member there, they will actually give you uh, discounted prices on, spells and things like that. Small magic items and things, the easy to acquire nature. Outside of that, um, let's see. So you're just looking for just general spells, nothing. Um, not like magic items or anything like that specifically, right?
Not magic items or anything specific like that, just spells.
Okay. I know there's one in here somewhere. There's a lot of techno wizardry stuff in here. There's like a novelty magic shop. There's a necromancy magic shop.
Ooh.
Um,
Haven't gone that far down the rabbit hole yet.
the Pyramid Emporium has a tattoo shop, a psychic fortune telling type place, an herb shop, psychic healers, small food court, mystic tailor.
Hmm.
Um, the Crimson Dragon might have some things for you.
Dragon. Well, if that's the case, Crimson Dragon, let me first. I want to go back over to that Nexus, that pyramid place. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
No. And join that guild, or at least
Okay.
inquire about it.
So the person that greets everybody there is able to answer questions, and he tells you that membership. Basically, what you would need to do is fill out an application. It need to be approved by the guild itself, by the guild board itself. They only take certain quality of person.
Okay.
Um, he kind of puts on a little bit of a presentation like you would at a museum where they kind of talk a little bit about the building and the facility and how they pride themselves on bringing up young magic users
Yeah, I
and
bet they
how
pride themselves on that. Hype is
at
very bored.
yes. Dwyer is probably a little bit more interesting for you, but definitely would bore the hell out of anybody else. Um, but yeah, so membership basically what they expect is for you would be 1,000 credits per year,
Ooh.
and the expectation is that you would go out on your adventures, bring back certain items and donate to uh, the guild itself. And again, in exchange for that, you get cheap purchases on spells and small magic items and things like that. Um, and he kind of, part of the spiel that he gives you is a little bit of history on the magic quarter here, and telling you that it might seem odd that they built a city next to a nexus point, but and in fact, around it in this Mystic Quarter's sense. Um, but with the potential danger of opening themselves up to attack, uh, he says that they take a lot of pride in the fact that anything that comes through or attempts to come through, they've got more than enough resources and students here to be able to push something back with no problem. So everybody's been more than happy to um, allow this to have been built here and keep it there with no major incidences so far.
All right. So I look at him and I go, so 1,000 credits a year. Is that like monthly, bi-weekly,
It'd be up front.
quarterly, upfront? Okay. Well,
You got to pay the annual dues,
hmm. Well,
but
there's
you're free to
no
come
like.
and go as much as you want, and they offer discounted rooms here if in the future if you need to stay. They have a dormitory.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to come back at a later time because I don't think I can justify spending that much money up front. Now, if you offered any kind of payment plan or anything like that, I'd be more inclined, but man, it's hard. It's hard for a mage out there, you know? You don't understand. It's, I mean, do you know what's on the other end of this ley line? Have you ever been there? Jeez. It's scary.
Yeah, we have a lot of ley line walkers that come through here, and uh, it's the wilderness. So sometimes there's things out there, sometimes there's not. Sometimes the guys from the bestiary will go out there and tame some things and bring them back. So, but it can also be used as a way for somebody who's outside of town to get back into town quickly. Someone
Oh,
such as yourself.
don't I know that? Okay. Well, if you could just point me in the direction of the Crimson Dragon, I think maybe they might have some things that might interest me.
I'm sorry. Where'd you want to go?
Crimson Dragon.
Crimson Dragon. Okay.
Is that place going to be dumb too?
Yes. Okay. This is building 140. He directs you, to where you want to go. So that way you're not wandering the streets aimlessly since you haven't been here before. So it's not too far away. It's just 2 streets over. Inside the Crimson Dragon, it carries potions, poisons, scrolls, rings, magic items, techno wizard weapons and devices from every manufacturer in North America, and a small selection of exotic magic items from around the world.
We can leave y'all behind.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, he's back.
Oh
Catch
my
up,
gosh, he's
Catch
here.
Rungus up real quick.
All right. So
I,
I went. Were you there when I jumped into the Nexus and teleported 2 miles in the other direction?
yes,
Were you there for that? Okay, so you were there for that. I came
it was the
back.
last thing I remember.
I came back, and then I went to the building in the Nexus that was supposed to be like the guild to join, but they wanted. You want to hear this? They wanted 1,000 credits up front. That's crazy, right?
For what guild?
For the Magic Guild.
Where did you go to the Magic Guild? Was that in the Nexus?
Yeah, it's that building 126.
The big one, the green one.
Yep.
Okay. Is that where all the stuff is that we want to buy?
Well, there was some stuff that they offered, at a discount or gratis. So I was interested, but I couldn't justify spending all of my money pretty much. So I decided to hightail it to the Crimson Dragon, which is a proprietor many various magical goods and services.
Is that where I am as well?
I guess.
Sure. Sounds good. Guild sounds stupid anyway.
Yeah, man, 1,000 guild. I asked them for a payment plan. I'm like, come on, you got to do like a monthly thing. I gotta try this out, right?
You want 1,000 gold just to get in?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What do you get?
A whole bunch of stuff.
And work.
Well,
Work is for chumps. I work all day. I want to come to Rifts to do more work. Of course, I did do that work as soon as I
you
got
did.
in the game.
You got into town and you were like, oh, what kind of work
Go
can
do
I
some
do?
work.
Rungus, what are you talking about?
Need to buy food.
All right, we're going to the Crimson Quarter.
No,
Dragon.
the Crimson Dragon.
Crimson Dragon.
All right.
That's
So are
Spanish.
we-
for red
Are we in the
dragon.
building yet? Have we crossed
Yes.
the threshold?
You've entered in. There's a human-looking fellow who introduced himself as Ignatos. And as you look around, like I said, you see all kinds of magic weapons, armor, potions, herbs, crystals, rings, scrolls, techno wizard weaponry, stuff like that.
All right. I go up to him and I go, hello, good sir. I am interested in learning more about the magical arts that I have. I've had no real formal training, and I would really like to learn more.
All right. What area of specialty do you specialize in?
Well, I'm a ley line walker. I just couldn't contain myself not too far from here at that nexus. I decided to teleport myself a mile down the road there. It was great. Very free.
To be young again.
Yeah, I guess. Is that something that a lot of people do?
Yes. Yeah. Usually, several times in their infancy of magic. Sure.
Oh, okay. Great, great. Well, is there like a ley line
Infancy.
walkers for dummies or something like that? Haha, haha.
He chuckles. He says, "Well, I can teach you invocation spells.
Oh,
Um, I have a wide selection of everything, and kind of up to out of character, up to sixth level. He can give you scrolls, which are about 10,000 credits per level of the spell. Or he can teach you the spell. Scrolls are like one-time use type deal. Or he can teach you the spell for about 40,000. For starting for level ones, up to 240,000 credits for level six.
And you were complaining about 1,000 credits for a membership to the guild.
I know, right?
You can't afford any spells.
I am poor. I look at him and I go, is there any way maybe, is there any like, I need money. Anything you need done? Yeah, maybe we can make a trade.
Dwyer Rungus said there was work waiting for us at that cafe.
Yeah, but maybe I can make a trade with him.
Let's not waste their time.
Sure, I accept
I've got some
trades.
I have some pre-rift items that maybe someone in your, you know, profession might know how to unload or would maybe want.
Gross.
Well, what do you got? Show me what you got.
Um, I pull out the random $4,000 worth of 4,000 credits worth of pre-rift items that I have on me, and I just kind of like lay them out on his table, and I go, "This is all of the stuff that I've collected from when I was younger."
All right. Um, he kind of sifts through this and so it's not really anything that I would be particularly interested in. Um,
All right then. Do you know anyone who collects pre-rift oddities? Because these actually, maybe to you, the untrained eye, seem like junk, but to me, someone who knows history, knows the importance of all of this.
so don't take me wrong. These items have value, just not in a shop such as this. You would find probably much suited purchasers maybe at the arms bazaar.
Arms Bazaar. Oh, I thank you for your information, good sir. Um,
Now,
maybe
if
you
you
have
were
something.
to acquire items of the magic nature, I would be much more inclined to be purchasing those types of things.
Okay, okay. Well, you wouldn't happen to have like a discount section, like a budget bin or something?
Sir, I only sell the finest qualities of products
I
here.
see, I see. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Ignatos. I shall hopefully see you again in the future with something for both of us to enrich ourselves. Good day.
And he nods.
Ah, God damn
Told
that.
you not to waste his time.
Yeah. As we're leaving, I go, God damn it, man! Everything is so expensive.
Rungus, did you have anything
Can
you
you
wanted to do at that shop while you were there?
can you tell me anything about scrolls? How do they work? Like, is it do you have to keep the scroll? You just use it once? Is it like a consumable?
Scrolls, yes, they're one-time use only, unless you know actually are taught the spell, in which
Oh,
then
so it
case you
only
can.
casts the spell a single time.
Correct.
Okay. So you have to. The only way to acquire a new spell is either. How do I acquire new spells? Is it just from
They can
talking
be
to guys
taught.
like this guy?
Yep.
Can they be acquired just through leveling up and things like that, or do they have to be taught?
You get stuff as you level up as well. Yeah.
Can you learn?
They kind
Can
of just
you
come
learn
to
them
you in a sense.
through other means, like acquiring ancient texts or anything like that?
Like again, like if you were like, let's say you got a scroll, and well, it's the problem is with the scroll once you use it, it's gone. Um, so yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, you learn a spell through lots of practice and usage. So you would need the ability to be able to reuse that spell over and over again, or somebody that has the ability to understand that spell for you to use over and over again, or show you how to use it over and over again.
Okay.
I look at Rungus and I go, "Give it up, man. He wants too much credits. It's
Well,
too
that's how much he
expensive."
wants for your spells. How much does he want to teach water spells, sir? Would you could you mind quoting your prices for your education?
He will tell you that the prices are the same for elemental spells as they are for invocation.
Ah, that's a lot of credits. So 40,000 for a spell, level one.
I told
Sure.
you.
Can we learn spells from the guild?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Is it
Actually,
cheaper at the
do you want to
guild?
do you want to go after all of this and actually just go spend all of our money?
All of our money. I have so much money, but yeah, let's go spend a little bit of
So
my
much.
money and all of your money,
How much
Gary.
is how much
Drink, drink, drink.
how much credits do you have?
A lot. I mean, just enough for what we're doing now.
This is pretty much all of my credits right here, because I did not win as much from that fight as I originally thought.
You only have 1,000 credits.
Well, every single episode I buy food that you eat. So really, you should be paying my entrance fee if you've got so much credits.
So many credits.
So many credits.
All the monies.
Or we could do a couple jobs off the job board at the job market cafe.
Yeah, that sounds good. Why don't we go do some work, and then we'll all come back and be able to, use our just rewards
Well, we're
to
not gonna
join the
get.
And he,
guild.
We're
he
not
kind
gonna
of
get. We're not
overhears
gonna
your
get enough.
conversation and says, if you come across any interesting magic items, uh, please bring them back and we can discuss trade and for those things.
Great, thanks. Appreciate that. And in mind, moving forward.
If that's what they want to, if that's what you guys want to do, how about this? I, I'm committed at this point. I'm gonna join that guild. I need some proper training. Otherwise, I mean, what's the point of having magical powers? Um, I could be a danger to other people if I'm improperly trained. So I'm gonna go sign up here and see what happens. You guys go ahead. I don't even know. Maybe I don't get in.
Do we
Um,
sign up here? I thought we had to go over to the guild.
You do.
126. It's between
Two
here and where
streets
you guys
over.
want to go. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. You and me, Dwyer. I'm
And then
watching.
we can go. And then we can go. We can go work to refill our pockets because we're poor. Well, I'm poor.
Yes, we're poor, and we definitely should refill our pockets. Let's
With
go.
something other than fish.
Yeah, fish too. Let's get
Fish and
fish
nuts.
too. Fish,
Uh,
nuts, and money. I like the way you think, Dwyer. I mean, Gary.
Gary.
all right.
Gary.
So I guess me and Rungus start heading there. I look at Billy and Hype,
Billy's
and
at the bar.
I'm at the
oh,
bar.
that's right. I look at Hype and I go, do you just want to go grab Billy and see about the jobs? See if there's something there that isn't named Gary, for the love of God.
Yeah, you know what?
And then we can
Sounds like a great idea because
and then
I'm
we can meet up.
really over walking around with you guys, following
Yeah.
you, watch you look at magic and then not buy any.
And then well, it's also expensive. And then we can meet up at that Kentucky rotisserie.
Yeah, all
Or
right.
the surf
For
and
lunch?
surf. We could go to the surf and surf.
You mean the
Just
surf and
saying.
turf?
Don't remember, you're also supposed to be at the racetrack at noon.
Oh geez, what time is it now?
Right now, it's probably around 9:30.
9:30. Okay, well why don't we well, we're supposed to have lunch with the Red Hot Poker. Why don't we meet there? We'll meet there.
Yeah, all right.
All right,
Where?
so I go to Rungus and I go, let's go sign up and see what happens.
All right, sounds good. Let's do it.
I guess I'll go to the Horn Unicorn and
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord Unicorn Tavern Palace
All right.
place.
As the other two start to walk towards the
Come on,
Magic
Oscar.
Guild, you see Oscar messing with something at your feet.
Uh-oh. I'll reach down there, or I'll look down to see what it is.
It is a tissue. Uh, though most tissues on the ground seem kind of dirty and used, this one seems rather complete and together.
Oh, you got your item.
What? Oscar, leave it, man. I don't know where that thing's been, man.
He's whining. He's whining at it.
I'm gonna try and take it from him gently and slowly.
You're able to take it from him.
All right, I'll inspect the tissue.
Uh, it seems like like I said, it's a standard tissue. Other than the fact that your expectation would be that it would be, some kind of crumbled or soiled in some fashion. However, it does not look that way. It looks almost as if it was brand new. And it's it's like a light disposable type of material, so it makes it even more unusual that it's held up.
So I'll just stuff it in my back pocket.
All right. And then you continue on to the
Unicorn Smorgasbord.
Sphinx and Unicorn Tavern. All right. So, Billy, roll me a perception check.
Ugh, 7.
That's pretty bad. All right. So,
You're oblivious.
yep. You're totally oblivious. No, you hear some scratching and scrawling, but you can't really tell. Like it's almost like could be easily mistaken for like an animal like scratching on some wood, very faintly. But you can't tell where it's coming from, and you don't see anybody or anything nearby. Um, let's see here. So at the Sphinx and Unicorn Tavern, um, it's very old-fashioned English-style public house. It's decorated in carved wood, paintings, and long hardwood bar with brass fixtures. The wooden floor is great for dancing, the stone fireplace is cozy, the padded armchairs inviting. Hand carved furniture, artistic without being too pretentious. Placed around the common room for decoration are assorted knickknacks like crisscrossed swords, gnarled oaken staves, a scale from a great horned dragon, and a plaque carved from the bark of a millennium tree. And lots of paintings and statues of mythical creatures.
Did you say Millennium Tree?
Yeah, I did say millennium tree.
saunter up to the bar and get a drink.
Okay. In addition to a variety of fine beers, ales, and wines, the pub also serves Cola, some fairy drinks like bubbly wine, burgundy wine, cordial, red wine, and slow wine. Um,
Nice slow wine.
Can I order a nice stout beer?
yes. It'll be 2 credits.
I'll give the man 10 credits.
All right. He pours you a nice pint.
I'm going to enjoy that pint.
All right.
You guys see we got rated.
Did we? Oh,
Yeah,
Darth
Darth
Vader
Vader
came in
rated
with a
us.
party of 3. Hey guys, how's it going?
Thanks for that, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Pretty cool.
Whoa.
As you're enjoying your beer, Hype walks in.
Hey, it's me, Hype.
What's up, man?
Not much. I was bored following around those two nerds. Kept going from every. Oh, magic's expensive. Oh, I don't have 40,000 credits. Oh my God, whine about it. You know what I mean?
What are you drinking, man?
Oh, I don't know. What do they got? What are you drinking?
Uh, nice stout. I would stay away from the fairy wine, though.
Yeah, I bet. I'll have a stout as well.
Barkeep, give my man Hype a nice stout.
Woo.
All right, the we'll bring two more stouts over for you, gentlemen. 2
Cheers.
credits each.
I will pay the man a nice 12 credits.
All right.
Big tipper over here. Golly, cheers, bud.
Nods
Cheers.
in thanks.
Ooh, strong.
All right, as you guys awkwardly sit there in silence.
I'm brooding.
Hype, you roll me a perception check.
I will roll a perception check as soon as Chrome decides to let me type things.
Oh, you and all your technical difficulties.
Everyone's having them tonight. Here we go.
I should wear my technical difficulty shirt.
How
There we
did
go.
I know
7.
you had one?
Good all 7.
So you also hear this weird scratching noise, but you also can't tell where that's coming from.
Is it Oscar?
It is not Oscar.
That's
Do
weird.
you, do you do do you hear that, man?
Yeah, I hear it. I don't know where the hell it's coming from, but I hear it.
Oscar kind
I
of
don't know.
stands up on his back legs and starts like pawing at Billy's backpack.
Who-
Oscar. No, leave his backpack alone. Inappropriate.
Oscar, are you trying to get my drugs?
Oscar, leave his drugs alone.
Kind of whimpers and whines,
I,
but sits down and continues
I
to
think
stare at the
that's why he's
backpack.
following us. I think he knows we took his stash. I mean, never mind. Forget I said that. I found it on the street somewhere.
Is that before or after you pulled your gun on the map, folks?
Oh, it was way before.
That was some
Right.
wild shit. You get your map?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I did.
Nice.
I'm not going to be played.
I'm gonna get me one of them telescoping assault rifles. That thing sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Where'd you get it? Or can you not tell me? It's cool if you can't.
Guns are us.
Oh, I've heard of that.
They're a subsidiary of Ammunition. Mm-hmm.
Of course, ammunition. 'Cause 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 'Cause
So you want to? Is there any way I can look through my pack and figure out what he's looking for?
You can. Roll me another perception check, but give yourself a +5 to it.
24.
All right. So as you're rummaging through, you pick up the journal that you were given, and it's the scratching sound actually is coming straight from that, and you can tell that he's reacting to that.
Hype, you see anything special about this journal?
Do I?
Yeah, do you?
Are you
Take a
handing it
look
to
at
him?
this thing. I don't get it.
I'll look through the journal.
All right. As you open the journal, you see. Oh wait, where did it go? As you see in there, it gives it's like it's self-writing in there as things are happening. It tells
Well,
a tale of Billy's morning, where he entered the cartographer shop, basically asked for a map of some young kids who had entered in and earlier, and then threatened their lives to acquire this map, in which they uh, quickly buckled and gave him the map along with the journal that they had also had dropped off there.
hmm.
The journal was used as an intention to pay for the map itself, but it seems like the journal is actually like writing the story of the day as it's going on.
It appears it's somehow automatic. Is it like writing down? Like Hype says, it appears it is automatic.
Wait,
Like,
don't say anything about anybody.
Yep, and it starts to dictate exactly what you're doing and saying as you're doing it.
Well, fuck it.
this is
Barkeep,
kind of
another round.
this is kind of neat. Does like what's the range on this thing? Like here, do something. I'm gonna hold it and look at it to see if it writes down what he's doing.
Right now, the book seems focused on you. So as you move to the other side of the bar or whatever, it's like writing about you, carefully watching Billy from the bar as you're holding the journal in your hands.
Shit.
Now it's part of you.
Is this one of Driscoll's magic items? Do you want this back? I accidentally wrote in it.
That's all right. Let's put it back in my backpack.
I'll close it and put it
It's
in
like
the
having a
back.
personal stenographer.
At least it doesn't read it
Yeah,
out as it's happening. That would be
Yeah.
annoying.
You just hear muffled narration coming from your backpack.
And then the couple grabbed another drink.
Mhm.
Is Oscar still trying to get at the journal?
No, I think he just really wanted to make mention that, or bring attention to the fact that it was there.
Can I ask the barkeep, what's your strongest liquor here you have?
It's the strongest liquor we would have would be deadly to normal folk.
What
do
about
we
this?
look normal to you?
Very much so, sir.
What about this little guy? And I pick him up and show Oscar to the bartender.
Do not give Oscar killing liquor.
Yeah, we would not consent to the murder of a small, uh, tame animal such as that.
I'm so glad I walked away from all responsibility of that thing.
Would you be willing to let my little buddy here have some fairy wine?
We would not, sir. We'd be
How
more than
about
happy to
just
give
some
it some water,
water?
but yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
give him
start
some
with
water
water.
then.
He puts a small bowl on the floor, and Oscar quickly goes and laps it up.
For all you know, this thing eats souls.
Exactly.
Kind of puts his tentacles around the bowl and then puts his mouth in it.
The bowl disappears and then it reappears, but it's empty.
What a weird pet. That red hot poker's weird.
Yeah, he's a strange man.
Speaking of, what time is it?
Oh, that's right. We got that race coming up, right?
Yep, it's about
Something
10 o'clock.
that. All right, we were given a task to do there, Billy. We were told that we should go check out the job board at the job market cafe, see if there's anything that appeals to us, because apparently Rungus is just calling every noun Gary. So it was difficult. I haven't quite figured out exactly what's happened to him. Do Blue Seas have strokes? I don't know. But we got to go check the job board and see if there's anything, because we could all use a bit more coin, you know?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
So, I mean, that thing's like the job market cafe is that in the spokes or is it in the hub?
That's in the hub. It's
back
all
in
right
the
across
hub,
the street
so-
from the palace.
So we don't got to rush, but we should definitely leave a little earlier than we were gonna. But yeah, maybe some liquor wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. I'll let you decide this time.
Do you have any vampire mezcal?
Vampire mezcal.
Our entire group is nothing but a bunch of lushes.
It happens.
He looks at you curiously. He's like, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, it's all the rage down in the Pecos Empire.
I could see that.
You just got to be careful, because at the bottom of the barrel is a piece of real vampire, and you don't want to shoot it, because it does bad things to a man.
Let's not do that.
Oh no, we're in the
Roll
alcohol
me
binder.
a d20.
Who?
Hype.
A 3.
Yeah, he's not
D20?
buying it.
D20 tonight is, by the way, second only to Dice Maiden in terms of virtual dice rollers that never lets me roll a good roll.
Brutality.
Yep, he's not buying
Seriously.
the vampire mezcal story.
He don't have to buy it. He doesn't have any anyway. It's pointless. He doesn't know the Pecos Empire.
No, he does not.
He was never world television champion of the Pecos Juicer Wrestling Leagues. Never, not once.
This is all facts.
Hype misses the 80s. All right, if you don't have any vampire mezcal, how about you have any whiskey?
Yes, we do have whiskey.
Then 2 whiskeys.
All right.
Oh yeah, there's a murder floof. Oh, he's gone.
What's going on here? All right, so you get your 2 whiskeys. It's going to be about 4 credits per shot.
I'll swipe 10. I got this round, Billy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, and then you guys heading out after that shot.
Yep.
All right. Dwyer and Rungus. And Katrina will go with you guys just for the sake of being interested in the Mystic Quarter itself in general. So she's just going to be tagging along. So,
Hi, Katrina.
all right. So you go back to the guild, and the young gentleman that was speaking to you earlier seems excited to see you again and welcomes you back.
I go, hey, funny thing. Yes, this seems to be the most cost-effective way to do anything in this town. So,
It
I'd like,
does. I was trying to tell you
I'd,
that.
I'd love to apply to your guild.
All right. He hands you a form. It's like a questionnaire. It asks a
Oh,
lot of questions about like what would you do in this situation type stuff. And then it's gonna have a page of words to describe yourself and those kinds of things.
It's like the strongly agree,
Yep.
like disagree thing that most people do. Yep.
Like a personality test, basically.
Rungus would like form also.
He will hand you one gladly.
All right. Do we have writing utensils?
He will magically produce one for you.
Oh, thank you. Very, very impressive.
I look at Rungus and I go, "Don't eat this."
Uh, I mean, okay. So I complete the form. I write about how impressive my life has been thus far, and how I strongly agree with everything I think they would think I should think is strongly agreeable.
All right. Dwyer, how honest do you fill yours out?
Um, as honest as I need to be.
Okay. And they say that there's no need to submit your credits until the application's approved. And if you want to check back around 2 o'clock this afternoon, um, they'll let you know the status.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Is there anywhere that we can shop for magical goods in this area?
It's like, sure, you can take a look at what they have to offer, but you wouldn't get the discounts until you're approved.
Oh, very good.
No
Well, we'll
point.
just wait then. Let's wait. Let's go get lunch.
Yes, we have to go. We have to go meet with the Red Hot Poker.
All right, so we walk out of the guild area, and I want to nudge Dwyer and say, I like how they could conjure up a pen. They can't conjure up a review of that application for 6 hours.
I just kind of go like this.
It's
I'm
4
gonna
hours.
walk
but-
back here. Whatever. Rungus is not that. So many hours.
So I look at Rungus and Katarina and I
Gonna
go,
have like 3 meals in that time period.
I know.
So I guess we head towards the Battle Dome again.
Yeah. I mean, where are you guys supposed to
What
meet up
time is
with?
it now?
It's like
We're
10
supposed to-
o'clock right now. So you have about 2
10
hours
o'clock?
before the races.
How long does it take to walk over there?
It's
Where
going
we
to
going?
take you about 20, 30 minutes to get over there.
20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I look at Rungus and I go, you want to do a little brunch before lunch? We got
surf
time.
and surf.
I mean, is the surf and turf close to the Battle Dome?
It's in that area. It's in the hub.
All right, you want to go grab a quick surf and turf?
Wait.
Well, I don't have any
What time's
money.
lunch?
But here's the problem. I don't have any money. It's all gone. Well, I mean, it's not all gone, but I need to make sure I have enough money for the application if we if we make it in.
I
So
see.
you wanna cover me for lunch, buddy? Huh? You're always watching me. You know?
That's true. I am always
Yeah.
watching you. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds good.
Sometimes it feels like Rungus is watching me.
uh,
All right, so you guys are headed where?
so I guess we're gonna head to the surf and turf to grab a quick brunch before we have our lunch meeting with the Red Hot Poker. You don't want to
Mhm.
go to a lunch meeting with your idol hungry, you know?
Yeah.
You wanna you wanna nibble politely. You don't wanna scarf yourself.
Yeah. What if both restaurants have really good food and you didn't get to go to the first one before
You,
you
you
went somewhere
know,
else?
this is a good point too.
We're walking.
All right. Um. All right, so you guys are walking back. You're probably going to take the same route that you took over there, just because it's the only route you know. So otherwise, you might get lost. Um, Billy and Hype. You guys were heading to the Job Market Cafe, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
All right.
Jobby
So,
job.
all right. So upon entering in, you see there's a big job board that kind of highlights some of the bigger stuff. You kind of see the thing that Rungus was mentioning about the bounties. There's one for bounties specifically, and it's got a guy 6 as the target for that, which is the biggest one, paying out at 4 million credits. There's also a counter area where you can sit down to actually meet with one of the agents there to go over some more of the smaller stuff if you want. And they
Let's
also serve small sandwiches and cafe style drinks and stuff there.
let's take a look at this job for the 4 million creds.
All right. Let me see here. Roll me, Billy. Bum 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 bum. We're gonna use your. Hmm. That stuff really applies. Roll me a d20.
Okay.
This is gonna be kind of like a recall type
10.
situation. 10.
10.
All right. So the bounty on this guy 6 is the was in Chi-town. There was a pretty well known officer um, that he's basically accused of murdering in his own bed. Um, well, not in his own bed, but in a bed that he was staying at a off the wall hotel in the burbs outside of Chi-town itself. Which is not unusual for officers to go there for kind of like recreational time off. Um, but but it is unusual for them to turn up dead. So
What do you
you
think, Hype?
you don't know the officer and you have not heard of this bounty before.
Do you know anything about this?
Not really, but we can take it back to the group.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that amount of coin for sure.
All right, let's take the job offering so we can
Yeah, like, do you have a
look
brochure? Do you have any of these? Like, we like a printout? Like, is there a takeaway? We gotta confer with our
Xerox.
team here.
Got a
Yep,
Xerox machine.
they'll give you a picture of him. There'll be like a data card chip you can put in like a mini computer. It'll show
Gotcha.
you
Of course.
the picture of what they have on surveillance, which is it's clear enough. Um, they'll give you the details of which is not much about what they have discovered about him. Um, he worked at a restaurant in Chi-Town briefly as a busboy, and that's about it. So part of the reason that the bounty is so expensive is because they understand that it'll be hard to track him down.
All right, let's take it to the group.
All right. And
Let's
is that
take a
the only?
copy of all of the. Let's like, what else you got that's like big enough to really sink your teeth into? Like we've got one, two, three, four, five, four. You know, three other team members that are going to want to get in on the action. So what's appropriate to?
Well, some of the other job opportunities on there. There's there's like recovery of magic items and stuff, but there's very little information to go on some of those things. There is the one that Rungus was referring to earlier, which was a sports star named Rog Taint Smasher. Um,
That name rings a bell.
Yeah, Gary Taint Smasher.
You're not here.
I know.
Yeah, it does sound familiar too.
So he's a former Juicer Football League player who disappeared a few years ago. So there's 25,000 credit reward out for any information on the location of him.
Alive or dead?
Alive. Well, actually, it's if you
He's a
can lead them
juicer.
to where he's at, basically. So if he's dead and that resolves the issue, then well, it sounds like it'll probably pay out for that too. It's less of
Let's
a
take a
bounty
copy of
and
that
more
one,
of
too.
a private investigator type job.
Yep, see what they have this.
And then there's also the job in which they're hiring for hired guns to escort a team of scientists from MercTown to Tolkien. That leaves tomorrow afternoon.
Let's get a copy of that one too.
Yeah, might as well.
And what do you got for sandwiches?
Your typical stuff, ham and cheese. They'll have some kind of weird-looking salami sandwich that's not salami, and it's got a little bit more of a purple tint to it. They'll have, like your Reubens and a couple of those kinds of things. Not an extravagant menu, but
Billy, you want to grab a sandwich for the road? I don't know if there's going to be food at this race thing.
Yeah, and the food will probably suck anyway.
Yeah, it
so
probably will suck.
It'll be like 50 credits.
I'll get the Reuben.
Make it
All right.
two.
Yeah, we're getting Reubens. I'm
All
glad
right.
that survived the apocalypse. The recipe
As
for
you
Reuben.
guys get your
Would they
sandwich,
be root eyes?
the Oscar jumps up and grabs one and bites right into it.
Can we take another sandwich, please?
Yes.
'Cause I'm not eating that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's kind of gross with the tentacles.
Hype, you notice that you're starting to feel a little sweaty.
Oh boy, I better reach in my back pocket and dot my brow with the perfect napkin tissue in my back pocket.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to stain or soil the napkin, but it does its job of wiping up your sweat.
It's so absorbent. Must be some sort of miracle paper. I will now knowing its power, I will more respectfully fold the tissue neatly and put it back into my back pocket.
Okay.
Now aware of its incredible magical properties.
All right.
Thank you. Extraordinary absorbency.
All right, and then where are you guys off to next?
Probably got to go to the race, right?
Yeah, let's go to the race.
All right. And then
Although if on
Dwyer.
the way, oh, it's right across the street, isn't it?
The race is actually outside of the town. There's a let me get my map here.
But weren't we meeting him at the? I thought we were meeting him at the Battle Dome anyway.
Nope, you're gonna meet him at the racetrack, and that is. So here's the on the smaller map that's next to the hub there. There's that where the hub is like the light green section there. There's a small
I
circle
guess.
right to the south.
Is
I
it
see it.
darker green?
It is a darker green.
Yeah, I see the blob.
So that's where the racetrack is.
To the racetrack.
All right. And then
Does it do some sort of like spinny logo transition like the old Batman? Like
Rungus and Dwyer, you guys were heading to there as well, or were you guys making a stop or something?
Did we have time for 11sies?
We stopped. I thought we stopped for a pre lunch brunch at the surf and turf.
Rotisserie? Surf and turf?
That was
All
the
right.
plan.
Where is Sully Surf and Turf? All right. It's an upscale, high-class restaurant. Cuisine is a various cuts of steak and seafood. Um,
Let's go to the bar, Dwyer.
Yeah, no sense in taking up a whole table. We just get whatever we
Yeah.
want there, right?
I feel constrained at a table.
You look like you'd be constrained at a table.
Yeah. I stand at the bar.
They have assorted sizes of tables, but yeah, you can go to the bar. All
Go to
right.
the bar. I want to order the most expensive thing on the menu.
Okay.
Give this man the most expensive thing on the menu. And I
All
want
right.
the largest and most luscious fish you have in the back. Not this one in the front. I know the good ones are in the back.
Kind of looks at you like oddly at first, but then instead of arguing, just agrees. Sure, sure. We'll get you the best one in the house. And the server, anything to drink?
Yes, the finest bottle of wine or liquor you have.
All right. So she disappears into the back.
Hey, you said you had money, dude.
Comes
You're
back
right, you
out
have
with
money.
a large bottle of let's see here.
We're gonna get kicked out of this town. I have a plan.
It looks
All
like you're
right.
sniffing Ryan's head from this angle.
What?
I hope we're not oriented on the stream like that. Oh, we're not.
No, side by side.
Except I'm off in the corner by myself.
All right.
That's
She
really
comes
like
back
you.
out with a large bottle, designated as Mead Gloom.
Ooh. Mm.
All right, pour us both a glass.
Sure. She pulls out a couple glasses and sets them on the table, pours it out. It's got
You
a
make sure.
bluish.
No. Make sure his glass is proportional to his size compared to me. So I should have a large glass, and he should have a very small, tiny glass.
I look at the server and I go, I would like just a normal, whatever you give the normal people
But
who
he's
come in
so
here.
little.
Regular size, please.
All
Don't
right.
listen to this madman.
You're gonna
She
fill up
slides
on me.
the
and
glass
both of
over
fish.
to you, Dwyer, and then she'll walk away for a second, and come back with a large mug, and pours that into or pours the drink into that for Rungus. It's a large glass for a large being.
Ah.
It's pretty strong stuff. It's it's kind of like a mix between like a vodka and like a like uh, a rum. It's kind of like like a weird mixture flavor of those two. You know.
Sounds
Oh,
quite
this
enjoyable.
this is this will definitely take some years off the end, right? You know what I mean? Whew.
Ah,
I'm just
tempted to
curious.
smash this glass.
I have no idea what I ordered. I just barked at the server. I want the most expensive thing on the menu. I have no idea what that is. This is gonna be
It may
great.
it may not be edible for your species, Gary.
Oh, I'm sure I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Shortly, she returns with two large plates. Um, One is it looks like a big turkey leg, but you're not sure what kind of animal it actually is. And then next to that is almost like a giant sized lobster tail.
Ooh.
And Rungus, there comes out a fish that's probably with its head and tail cut off. It just looks like it's been like smoked, and it comes out almost like full bodied. You can tell that somebody slit the back and deboned it from and kind of folded it back over as they before they smoked it. But it's quite large. It's probably about the size of little Oscar itself, actually.
Uh, I feel like you went much further here than was necessary. The bones would have been fine. I hope you were not charging me for that service. I did not ask for that service.
That is just the way the meal is prepared, sir.
All right, very well then. I want to consume it ravenously.
All right.
I do the same, but with
Uh,
more decorum. With more decorum.
sure. Dwyer, you
And
might
then
find it difficult to
slam back
finish your
my
meal
drink.
because it's so extensive and so large. Um, but
I
Rungus is easily able to finish his.
I look at Rungus and I go, "Hey man, I ate all the lobster, but do you want some of this turkey or whatever
Yes,
this is, whatever this
yes,
bird is? You
yes.
can have it."
He
I
answers
grab it
with
and
bits
eat
and
it
pieces of fish
ravenously.
just like falling off of his face as he's answering you.
Dang.
What time is it at this point? It's
At
getting
this
pretty
point,
close.
yeah, it's getting pretty close to noon.
I look at Rungus and I go, "Well, I don't think we have enough time for dessert." I look at the waiter. I go, excuse me.
Hmm.
Can we get the bill, please?"
Yep, 300 credits.
Hmm.
All right, very good. I'm gonna put 400 down.
All right.
Oh,
Just
is
thank
that
you
going to
guys,
leave you with enough credits to join the guild?
All right.
Rungus.
Is that gonna leave you with enough
Oh,
credits to
yeah.
join the
Well,
guild?
just enough.
Just enough? Oh, okay, because
Just,
I
just enough to be
I
comfortable
was gonna say
in life. I
I
mean,
could just
right now.
I could just go to the bathroom. Wink, wink, and then you could just go to the bathroom. Wink, wink.
Rungus, you don't feel like you have to go to the bathroom.
No, I feel good. Thank you for. Are you
No,
gonna drink
Rungus.
that drink?
Look at yes, I'm gonna drink the drink. Look at Rungus. Look.
What about the rolls? The dinner
Go
rolls? Are
to
you
the
gonna?
bathroom. Look, the bathrooms are that way. The exits are that way. I'm gonna get up and say I have to go to the bathroom. I'm
Okay, well,
not gonna go that
if
way.
it's that bad, you should go.
I'm gonna go. Okay, you know what?
Gary, that's nothing
I
to play
fold
around with.
I fold my napkin up and I just go. Okay, you know what? I'm done. And I get up and I walk out the door.
Okay, we'll go then. Thank you for your service. Enjoy the tip. Next time, please no bones. I mean, please leave bones in. You should really ask before you take the bones out. All right, thank you.
She kind of gives you a curious look and says thank you, and you guys head off towards uh, the racetrack.
I
Fine,
wanted to
got to
dine
go
and
to the
dash
service,
so
sir.
bad.
So,
You did. You didn't pay a dime.
at the racetrack, um,
That was really good.
so as you come up, you see, advertisements for a lot of the races, and most of the races seem like they're traditional horse races on a quarter-mile track. Um, However, there's also the advertisement of a special event, which is a exotic animal race that they're doing today. So, it looks like you can place. They advertise the same thing that you can place bets either here or at the palace. They're televising them at the palace. Um, and usually they're advertising, like a seating charge or whatever to watch the race. As you guys as hype you approach, you and Billy, the Red Hot Poker will be there, and he will kind of see you guys ahead of time and say, hype. Glad you guys could make it. What happened to your friends?
They should be meeting us here soon. Here, I brought your little buddy. I will
Oh,
hand
Oscar. Oh,
him
great.
the leash for Oscar. He followed us out of the hotel. Thanks again for giving us a place to stay. Hope it was no trouble.
Not at all. Not at all. This guy is he's always getting out. I don't know what his little problem is, but thank you for keeping an eye on him.
Oh yeah, it was tough. My friends are a bit rowdy. I had to keep the one from eating him.
I appreciate that. I can't imagine it'd make a very good meal.
Yeah, I don't either, but they're a strange lot.
It's like, well, how long before your friends arrive?
What time is it?
It's pretty close to noon. So like 11:45.
Yeah, they should be here any minute.
Sure, yeah, any minute they'll be here.
Okay.
They knew we were meeting at noon.
So while you're waiting over the next 15 minutes, he kind of explains a little bit about the racetracks or whatever. He mentions to you that if you're interested in a fight tomorrow, he can arrange that for you. Um,
Great. Anything for a little bit more coin in these trying times.
sure, sure, totally understand. So
You could say they're
that's part
uncertain.
of the special treat that I have for you guys today. And right before he gets into that, everybody else shows up, and he says,
Ah,
"I've actually signed you guys up for for the riding in the exotic animal races today.
for for the what?
The exotic animal races. I've acquired you guys some mounts, and you guys are going to be participating in the race."
I look at the red hot poker and I go, Excuse me, Mister Hot Poker. Um, I, I'm a huge fan, as you know, but unless that mount is an automobile, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I just don't have the
Uh,
qualifications.
don't worry about it. They're easy to ride, gentle creatures. Uh,
Oh,
but if you guys win, first prize is 50,000 credits.
Oh my
Second
goodness!
prize is
oh,
25,000, and third prize is 10,000. So,
if we come in first, second, and third, guys.
All the money.
All the monies.
and I was lucky enough to
Okay,
secure a mount for each one of you.
Whoa!
I look at the red hot poker and I go, can we discuss this as a group in private for no reason at all besides just camaraderie?
Like, before that, why don't you take a chance to get to meet the beast that you'll be riding, and at least get a feel for him, see what you think.
Okay.
And he leads you over to the stables, and in the stables there are these fine young beasts. that he introduces to you as Larna.
I call the blue one.
You guys see that all right?
Cool.
That's awesome.
Wow. Look at these majestic Larna.
Oh wow.
Your brief
Ooh.
interactions with them seem like they are probably not the smartest animals. They seem to take to people very quickly. They're very domesticated. Um, but other than that, who's got lore, demons, and monsters?
I do.
I do.
All right, roll.
Yep. I also have zoology.
Uh, yeah, go ahead and roll that.
So
We'll take that too.
I don't
So
know
who
if
was
it's
that?
higher.
Dwyer and Rungus.
Yeah, I have my zoology is higher for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
I
I get a
rolled
+5 bonus too.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5
I
on a
think
D100.
I think I succeed. A
Yep.
D100. Yep.
Okay. So you're fairly familiar with the Larna. You've heard of these things before. They are typically used as beasts of burden slash riding mounts. They are not typically known for their speed, but the track isn't exactly just a circular track. There's some obstacles in it as well, and they do tend to be a little agile when it comes to that. You do know that there's some of the easier creatures to ride as far as exotic creatures. So, you might not have the best chance against skill riders, but you do have a chance.
Hmm. I look at the red hot poker and I go, that these are wonderful, wonderful, majestic beasts.
What are their names?
Shady, Zap, Alpo, Spaz, and Grumpy.
What's the blue one's name?
The blue one is Zap.
Sweet.
I want Spaz.
So one was Grumpy.
Which one's green?
Green. Green is Shady.
I'll take Slim Shady.
There you go.
All right.
Rungus, which one are you taking?
Whatever is left. What's left?
There's
what we got
orange,
left?
yellow, and red.
Let's do the orange one.
All right, that's Alpo.
Alpha. Very nice.
What are the names of the ones that are left?
Spaz and Grumpy.
Katarina, you should take Spaz.
I want Spaz.
Oh, you want Spaz now?
I want Spaz.
Yep, Dwyer can have Spaz.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you picked one already.
Spaz.
Spaz is the red one.
Yeah, red.
And
So Katarina gets Grumpy.
Yes. All right.
All right.
And with that, we
So-
go ahead.
I wanna ask the red hot poker. Is it all right if we confer with ourselves? Before we agree to this 100%, can we just?
So, well, sure, but the names are already entered in, so.
Okay, that's fine. But can we at least get like a few moments of privacy so we can
Absolutely.
talk? I don't mean to be rude. I just
Why are
want,
you being weird? Could you stop being weird, Dwyer?
That's fine. Just shush. Can you just leave us alone for a minute?
Absolutely, and he'll walk out to the outer part of the stables.
Why are
Wonderful.
you being so weird,
I
Dwyer?
go. We need money. So I look at the group and I go, okay. So I'm gonna level with you guys. There's got to be a way, legitimate or illegitimate, that we make it that we come in first, second, and third. There's got to be a way. There's got to be some sort of magic spell, some sort of an ability that one of us has to make sure that these people who are more skilled than us don't make it to the finish line.
That doesn't sound very fair, Gary.
Oh.
First of all, who are we dealing with here? We're dealing with the Red Hot Poker. What does the Red Hot Poker do for a living?
beat
Is
people.
he really gonna care? Is he really gonna care unless if it's a good show? If we put on a good show, is it really gonna matter whether we cheated?
That's exactly my point.
Billy and Hype,
Right.
you would know that this particular kind of race, you are also allowed a small degree of gentle nudging other riders and stuff.
Oh, we can bip each other. We can give ourselves a little sprunkin.
Hmm.
You idiot. The Red Hot Poker's the #1 fight fixer in all outside coalition territory.
Yeah, for all we know, this is his way of getting us set up with a good bit of funds.
We're
you know?
already set up, brother.
Yeah, see, because we're gonna come in first, second, and third. We just got to figure out exactly how we do that.
Well, I'm gonna get first by being better than you guys. That's my
I
plan.
don't think that you could. I don't think that that beast, to be honest with you, could support your weight. The moment I saw those things, that was my first question. Yeah,
You might be
Could
right.
I take my the power supply I have and make it so that whenever it bumps into the other guys, it like zaps them? Could I rig it up that
What is it
way?
you're trying to do?
Like hide it under the sap? Make it so like kind of like a taser, so that when they bump into the other ones, it zaps them.
So like on a stick,
I
you
have
mean?
a power supply. I have a power supply and clips.
Yeah, if you were to like put it, if you were to
Harry,
like make a makeshift taser on a stick, you could use that to poke and prod people with, and that's perfectly legal.
why don't you just buy one, and I will pull off from my utility belt my ES10 Electro-Stun hand prod. They're not that hard to find.
wait. Now, are is everybody in the competition riding the same
I'm
animal,
glad you
or
asked
are
that.
we?
So, in fact, your competition will be Grix, who's riding on Clover,
Hmm.
little gremlin riding on a chicken.
Fried chicken.
I told you I wanted to go to Kentucky Rotisserie for lunch.
Here we go. I intend to eat all the creatures that don't survive this.
Then we've got Rog, who's riding on Lucky.
Look at the size of that
Did you
cock.
see the size of that chicken? Then we've got Glurk, who's riding on a Chombo.
Little Glurk.
Oh, Chombo! If I wasn't racing against these people, I would bet on Chombo.
You can still place bets.
Oh, I'm betting on Chombo.
Why
There
would
you
you
go.
not bet on
Yeah,
yourself?
right. You're right. You're right.
Then you've
I
got
forgot the whole plan.
Smud riding on Doomjaw.
That thing.
He's in work.
Nice.
We've got Allison the Stranger riding on Skitter.
The
That's
deer.
when you use your other hand, yeah.
Yeah, was he sitting on his hand?
The stranger.
So it's driving on a giant green moose.
Okay.
Then
How much time do we have? How much time do we have before the race begins?
like about 20 minutes.
That's not enough time, Red.
Then you've got Tarek riding on Mr. Cuddles.
Alien?
That looks like a Mr. Cuddles.
Giant bug thing. You also have Nigel riding on Irwin.
Oh my goodness.
Nigel.
There he is. Wow.
And we have Roland riding on Yig.
Did you say Yoland?
Roland riding on
Roland.
Yig. And there's more. We've got Samson riding on Zap.
I want to talk to Samson.
That's my dog's name. He don't look like that though.
Yep.
He looks different. Samson, what are you doing? Oh, you're right here.
Then we've got
Come
Beaufret Grimspine riding on Pookie.
This is Samson.
Oh my goodness. Look at Sam.
I want to
And
talk
finally,
Saints.
we've got Zoil, a goblin, riding on Slider.
Fighter. Wow.
You know what, guys?
So
After
that
looking,
is your competition.
After looking at the list of the competition, I don't know how we get in first, second, or third.
If
I
it
will-
helps,
I
you
will-
guys get starting place.
I will again show Dwyer my ES10 Electro Stun hand prod.
All right. Well, I
My goodness.
That will be your starting positions. You guys are first row here. Katarina, who actually has some experience in exotic animal riding, will take the
I bet she
one
does.
second lane spot.
so premeditating this. We're before we are in line and we're talking about this. I'm talking to my fellow crew members here. So I can make a very loud thunderclap behind us. Maybe that could startle a bunch of them. That would give us, if we're starting in first place, pretty much, we can get a little bit of a lead, and then startle them all behind us. That'd be a good way to go, at least at the beginning. Does anyone have anything that could obscure people's vision?
Mm.
Like perhaps like a smoke screen or something?
I think the most important thing we could do right now is
Smoke
figure out
grenades. Maybe we could rig up a couple.
which one of us are actually going to try and win and which one of us are going to try and take out the competition.
Oh, that's a good call. I mean,
And considering there's only 5 of us, we probably shouldn't try for first, second, and third. We should probably just try for first and second and have 3 people to deal with the rest of the field.
Strategy, I like it.
Mm.
I think, in my opinion, I would say probably Katarina would probably be the best person to win because she's kind of smaller but-
she actually is trained in
right.
this
I
kind
think
of
she
thing.
should be the
She's
one.
ridden an exotic animal or 2 in her day.
Mm-hmm.
Also, keep in
Carney
mind
folk.
that Rungus and Dwyer have had a few drinks in them already. A few strong
Yeah,
drinks.
I feel
Well, bottle.
fully capable of winning this race independently. I'm not sure how your shady tactics are settling with my stomach full of fish, but
I mean, well, how many
I will
laps
not-
is this race?
I will not stop you from anything that you're discussing,
Could we enter Jeffrey?
our friend.
Unfortunately, Jeffrey cannot enter the race.
How many
Oh, he had his own race.
how many
You have that.
yeah,
How far are we from
How many
the
laps?
garage?
how many laps?
You're actually not far from the garage at all. And this is outside the garage, or outside of the town, so you'd have access to whatever you need to from the garage. And it's 1 lap.
1 lap? Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what we do. I decide that I forget how races work, and I just start taking the race backwards. Okay, so I go backwards along the race, and then I get to a point where you guys, 1 or 2 of you, are going to pass me, going that way, and I'm coming this way. Once you guys do that, I set the track so that nobody can go across it.
I'm going to give Dwyer my bag of Colombian blasting powder. Tell him he should sober up.
I think that's a great idea.
We should also give some of this Colombian blasting powder to our rides.
That could also be a really good idea.
I'm also looking in the Cargonaut to see if there's anything I left that could be useful.
Are there any like obstacles?
There are. There's a water obstacle. Well, so first you would head down the straight section of the track. You'd make the first bend, followed by a second bend, and then the first obstacle outside of that is going to be a like a jump that you have to do. Once you pass the jump, then you have to make 2 turns to come back the other direction, in which you will face the fire obstacle. Then you will have to go under the overpass that you went over at the halfway point down there, which is, where's my pointy stick? So this is the overpass going that way, and then you're gonna have to come back through the underpass this way, and then there's a water obstacle here before you have to make 2 turns to go back to the finish line.
Does it look like this?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's go out there. I obviously am the one who does not care uh, the repercussions or the moral quandaries of this. So, how about
I don't care.
how about we just run the race and I'll figure it out. I'll make sure we get it. I'll make sure we get it.
There's no reason not to plan. So, real simple. Katarina's gonna go for the gold. Who's
Rungus
gonna
will
go
also
for?
go for the gold.
Okay, Rungus is gonna go for the gold, despite the obvious mismatch in terms of frame size and beast capability.
Hey, don't steal his thunder.
Right.
No,
right.
no,
much thunder
no.
to make.
We'll just make sure we give your beast some extra Colombian blasting powder before takeoff. And then the rest of us will use various ways and means of distraction and gentle nudging.
All right.
All right.
With that, we will end it and pick this up next week at the races.
We gotta wait.
Yes.
It's a great starting point, though.
It is a great starting point. And how nice of the Red Hot Poker to humiliate and also give you the option to make money at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I see. It's a great opportunity.
Why? Because our exotic animals aren't as cool as the other ones?
Yes. And you also don't know how to ride them.
It's fun times.
How hard could it be?
Hold on.
But one way or the other, he's going to enjoy this. All right, so I was actually expecting you guys to get the race this time, which would provide you with lots of opportunity for experience points, but we didn't really quite get there.
Just ate, drank.
Yeah, but we did a lot of role playing, which is good. So let's see here. We're gonna do. Let's see. That's 150 for Rungus.
All right.
200 Dwyer. 200 Billy. And 150 for Hype.
Halfway to second level.
What's next level at? Depends on your. Does it depend on your class?
For me, it's
Yeah, it depends on your class.
240.
So just to give you an idea, if you run the race, I mean, you've got at least 10 skill checks you're going to have to make just for the race itself. So that's going to be at least a good base for some experience for everybody.
Nice.
Sounds like it's going to be a dice rolling extravaganza.
Could be.
Where are the OCCs in here? Bounty Hunter OCC 19.
All right, let's give everybody that stayed with us the whole time. Let's give them 200 fate chips so they have something good to start with the next time. Because
Nice.
you know what? You guys aren't the only ones that can plan for this race. So can our
There
audience.
you go.
Get ready to place your bets.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Place your bets and start planning the ridiculous flaw zebra that attack the course. I don't know.
Don't give them ideas. Now, if somebody actually had the zebra idea, it's ruined.
Well,
Sure.
maybe I didn't want to deal with zebras.
All right.
Why
Thank you,
isn't
everybody.
there-
See you guys.
See you later.
Adios. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Till next week.